Hello, everyone. It's Mr. Monica again. We're going to continue with our story, The Wizard of Oz, by L. Frank Baum. And when we were reading yesterday, Dorothy had met her second friend. The first one was the Scarecrow. And do you remember who the second friend was? Yes, the Tin Woodman. Excellent. And then I had given you a little tease about what the next chapter was about. It was called The King of the Beasts. And I was wondering if you knew who the King of the Beasts was. Let's find out. Chapter 5, The King of the Beasts. The woods continued to get darker and thicker. Walking was becoming more and more difficult. The companions had to watch the road carefully, and the Tin Woodsman's axe came in handy as he helped clear the way. No birds chirped, and no insects buzzed. The only sounds were the wind moaning in the trees and an occasional deep, scary growl from the forest. The friends walked as quickly as they could. Ooh, that sounds terrifying. How far is it to the edge of the forest? Asked Dorothy, glancing around fearfully. I'm not sure, said the Tin Woodsman. I never went there, but my father, who was also a woodcutter, told me that it's a very long journey through some bad areas. But I'm not afraid. As long as I have my oil can, nothing can hurt me. The Scarecrow is made of straw, so nothing can hurt him either. Except fire, exclaimed the Scarecrow. I'd go up in flames just like that, he snapped his fingers cheerfully. And you, Dorothy, the Tin Woodman continued, have been kissed by the Good Witch of the North, so nothing can hurt you either. What about Toto? Dorothy wanted to know. What will protect him? We will, the Tin Woodman replied. At that moment, a deafening roar came from the trees, and a huge creature burst out of the forest. With one swipe of its mighty paw, it flung the Scarecrow to the ground. Straw flew everywhere, but the Tin Woodman bravely jumped into the fray. He, too, was knocked down with one swipe of the beast's paw, and he lay very still on the road. Then the beast turned to stare at Dorothy and Toto. Here's a picture of that beast. Did you guess it was the lion? It was the biggest lion that Dorothy had ever seen. It was as big as a horse. Suddenly Toto, barking furiously, ran right at the lion. As the lion opened up his huge mouth to gobble the little dog up, Dorothy dashed past Toto and slapped the lion right on his nose as hard as she could. Don't you dare bite Toto, Dorothy yelled at him. A big beast like you should be ashamed of yourself for biting a poor little dog. I didn't bite him, the lion wailed as he sat rubbing his nose. No, but you tried to, she snapped, going over to help the Scarecrow and Tin Woodman regain their senses. You're just a big coward. Why don't you attack something your own size? I know I'm a coward, cried the lion, sniffling and wiping his nose with his tail. I'm sorry if I scared you. Why are you a coward? Dorothy asked him. I don't know, he said. I've always been a coward. I just roar and usually everyone runs away because they think that the King of the Beasts is brave. Well, said the Scarecrow, we're going to the Emerald City, and I'm going to ask the Great Oz for a brain. The Tin Woodman wants a heart, and Dorothy and Toto want to go home to Kansas. Perhaps Oz could give you some courage. Do you really think so? Asked the Cowardly Lion hopefully. As easily as he could give me a brain, said the Scarecrow. Or me a heart, said the Tin Woodman. Or send Toto and me home to Kansas, said Dorothy. Then I think I'll go with you, said the Lion. If it's okay with you, of course. It's not any fun to be a coward all the time. So the Cowardly Lion joined the group, which once again set off along the road of yellow bricks. They walked until it was dark and then stopped for the night under a huge tree in the forest. Dorothy and Toto slept snuggled under a blanket of soft, dry leaves. So that's the end of chapter 5, my friends. I hope you enjoyed it. Chapter 6 is called The Kalidas Are Here. I'm not sure who the Kalidas are. I can't wait to find out, though. I'll see you again tomorrow, my friends. Bye-bye.